We have back-to-back days with the Rockies, everybody. Welcome back to the series. Today, Andrew Heaney will make another appearance as we talk about his season, his first with the Rockies. And we're also going to see what Touki Toussaint has been doing this year in the minor leagues. We are close to ending year 2. Originally, my plan was to get through some episodes and do the off-season on Friday. I think that's a little too soon. We'll do the off-season next week. Still want to do something with the minor league playoffs and don't want to have to rush everything here. So there'll be plenty of Rockies to watch, and year 3 is around the corner. The first big move we made, though, in year 2 was to bring in Andrew Heaney, last year's American League Cy Young Award winner, and this has really been a successful move for us in the first year of the deal. Mike Yastrzemski on the 0-2 is able to beat the shift, go all the way to the wall. It is a 2-out double on an 0-2 pitch. Looking at the numbers for Andrew Heaney, he's actually been really similar to his Cy Young Award winning season last year, and that's playing a lot of his starts here in Coors Field. Despite the double by Yastrzemski, it is a 0 on the board for Heaney as we take on lefty Alex Wood, 2.85 ERA. He's been really solid this year, even though the strikeout count is way down. Raimel Tapia gets the day off, so it's Jonathan Daza, 3-2, going after a slider below the knees, strike 3, swinging. We have Connor Joe batting second, hitting .222. That one misses inside, 3-1, and Joe stays patient. He walks. That brings up Charlie Blackmon. Wood able to get ahead, but Charlie not chasing the curveball. Count eventually runs full. Trying it again, it didn't work the first time. Charlie walks, 2-1 here for Javi Baez. We've been trying to get more base runners for him to do some damage. Lifted to left field, back at the wall. This one, not enough. So close to a 3-run homer for Javi Baez. But that still leaves an opportunity for lefty masher Adam Duvall, who swings and drives a pitch into left field. It lands in front of the left fielder. I think I can make a better read on that and send Connor Joe home, but didn't want to ruin a potential bases loaded chance. Here's Ryan McMahon. A lot of lefty power and a 2-0 count. Tries to jump on the changeup, and it's lifted into right field, but not hit well enough. Rockies leave the bases loaded. Both teams get scoring threats, but no runs as we go bottom 2. Mauricio Dubon turns on a pitch and drills it down the left field line. That is a leadoff double. Pedro Leon, 2-1, and the fastball gets a swing and a miss, 93 from Heaney, and then pulls the string on the changeup below the knees for his first strikeout of the day. Strikeouts a bit down this year for Heaney, as Longoria is a bit ahead of that one. Just 8.4 K per 9, down from 9.5 last year. But here in the second inning, he picks up a couple big strikeouts. This time it's Longoria looking. Chadwick Tromp follows that. 3-2, grounded to the right side. Leadoff double. No problem for Heaney. Another runner left in scoring position as we go top 3. Jonathan Villar, 2-1, and now Heaney misses inside. The 3-1 goes upstairs, and that is a walk. The walks are a bit up this year for Heaney at 3.5 per 9 innings, and he walks Austin Slater as well, bringing up Mike Yastrzemski. And now Heaney can't find the strike zone. That one misses low. 2-1, full count, and the curveball not called strike 3. We really wanted that call right there. Instead, it loads the bases for Justin Bour. After taking some time to play in Japan, he's back and he drills one into the right field corner. Down for extras, clearing the bases with the errant throw. 3-0 San Francisco. Also, the third straight inning to start this game where Heaney allows a double. We go top 4. Still out there, full count, Evan Longoria, and now his 4th walk of the ballgame. This is not what we've typically seen from him this year. Alex Wood trying to bunt him over. Connor Joe has a play. Out at second, and Baez into the dugout, and that will put another runner on second base. Haven't seen those Javi Baez missed throws in a while, but they can still happen. In scoring position now, and Jonathan Villar at the plate. He falls behind. And Villar is out in front of the curveball. Big strikeout for Andrew Heaney, trying to recover. And we'll go bottom 4 with the Rockies not doing a whole lot. Here's Baez going after a curveball in the dirt. That's the pitch you got to be ready for from Alex Wood. That's strike 3. Adam Duvall gets a pitch to hit, and it's on the ground, hit sharply, and he is retired. Just one hit to this point for the Rockies. Ryan McMahon follows off a fastball. He falls behind. And the curveball right on the outside corner. Really can't throw it better. Alex Wood cruising as we go top 5. Austin Slater with the drive. This one deep to center. Another extra base hit off Andrew Heaney. Slater so good against lefties. Heaney stays out there. He's the ace of this team, but it's just not his day. Mike Yastrzemski right center field. This one is more than a double. A run's going to come around. Yastrzemski to third. Throw comes in too late. Another extra base hit. Not the home runs that have typically given Heaney an issue, but still power, I guess you could say. Heaney exits, only finishing 4 innings, so Joe Smith comes in. He's pitched 50 innings this year. And that's drilled to center field, and it's not getting cut off. Extra bases here once again for the Giants. 4 RBIs on the day now for Justin Bour. It's 5-0. Not looking like a great night for Colorado. Alex Wood 2 down in the 5th, and this is Jose Peraza with a lazy fly ball. Alex Wood going for the quality start here, just 58 pitches into the day. But Jonathan Daza comes through with a base hit, just our second of the ball game. With Wood having 4 strikeouts and 3 walks to this point. Connor Joe up next. And the changeup's taken inside. He's been walking a lot lately, and that will continue. Wood can't find the strike zone. 2 on for Charlie Blackmon. The 1-0 hit sharply past shortstop, and that's into left center. Here comes Daza. Rockies on the board finally. And 2 on, nobody down. What else can they get going here in the 6th inning? Again, they've given Javi Baez a chance. And now we've talked about getting more runners on base for Javi, but he's hitting 183 with runners in scoring position. I had no idea it was that bad. Helps explain why his RBI count is under 60. 3-0, he swings into left field. It's down for a hit. Here comes Connor Joe. Baez comes through. 5-2. And that raises that average with runners in scoring position. Still nobody out and still unable to locate like he did earlier. 3-1, Duvall. Line drive into right center. This one's getting down. More runs coming around for the Rockies. Duvall into second. Here comes Baez to home, and he's safe ahead of the relay throw. 5-4 San Francisco, with Alex Wood's day completely changing here in the 6th. 5 nearly flawless innings, and no outs recorded for him in the 6th as his day is done. Still responsible for Duvall on second base. Slider taken outside, 1-2. And a fastball. Up and in, strike 3. Finally some outs here in the 6th. Here's Elias Diaz, chopper left side. Difficult throw at short, but it is in time. And Alex Wood still in line for a victory if this score holds. Top 7 on the ground, and this one's getting through. Austin Slater reaches again. Justin Bour working on the 2-for-3 day. How about a 3rd hit? 2 on, 1 down. Robert Stevenson, the pitcher, facing Mauricio Dubon. This is in the air to right. Shallow, easy, 2 away. Pedro Leon First pitch, chopper. Baez gathers, throws to first. Nice play by Joe. Still a one-run game as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. And this is Brendan Rodgers coming off the bench. And Rodgers drives the first pitch to left center field. Down for extras once again. On his way to second. He's rounding, headed to third. Throw comes in too late. A leadoff triple for Brendan Rodgers. And that brings up Daza. He clobbers this pitch to short. And that's going to tie the game at 5. A comeback for Colorado. What a turnaround. Top of the 8th. Ryan Castellani with the curveball with Tommy La Stella reaching out for it. Your mean Mercedes is here with San Francisco, and that's nice play by Fuentes out number 2. Phillip Evans coming off the bench hitting .209. And this is a drive in the deep left field. Back at the wall, this one's carrying, and it gets out! Phillip Evans off the bench. It's number 6 on the season, and the Giants are ahead once again 6-5. Castellani missed this pitch so badly. If you check that back, I didn't even want him to throw that for a strike, let alone right over the middle. Of all the extra base hits we had in this game, that is the first home run of the night. Bottom 8, Baez ahead of the slider and right in position at third base. That's Longoria making the play. And then Maranta gets McMahon to pop up. Nothing in the 8th. Colorado has to take care of this in the 9th. Scott Oberg comes out. Strike 3 on Mauricio Dubon. Pedro Leon in the air left field. This one playable. And we're going bottom 9. Rockies down a run. They already came back from 5 runs down. Can they get 1 against John Brebbia? 28 of 30 on the season. 7-8-9 up. And this is driven by Fuentes. Left center, out of reach. It's down again. Extra bases, Colorado. A leadoff double. First pitch for Fuentes. Wasting no time. Elias Diaz. He falls behind 1-2. Gets jammed a bit here, but it's to the right side. Fuentes up 90 feet. Can Raimel Tapia bring him home? Off day, no more. We need some timely hitting. Tapia's been reliable all season. The 1-0 chopped right side with the infield in. One of the few outcomes there that we can't score on. So now it's up to Jonathan Daza, who really got the rally in the 6th, started with his base hit. Behind the fastball, Daza falls behind, 0-2. But that one's outside, not competitive. 1-2. Low taken, ball 2. Another one outside, not close enough, 3-2. Daza. Busted bat, popped up, and Justin Bour ends the game. Giants hold on for the win. Brebbia almost blows the save, but got us jammed a couple times. Could not get it out of the infield after that double. 6-5 Giants. Tough loss here for Colorado, and that may be the last of Castellani we see this season. I want Chichi Gonzalez back up in the bullpen. Continuing on to see some minor league action. Adael Amador is one of the really interesting players here we haven't talked much about in the series. He's only 19 years old. He was an international free agent signing of the Rockies. I want to say he only played in Single A back in year 1, and this year he's played mostly at Double A, where he has become a 64 overall. Adael Amador is a shortstop who can also play second and third, and he is a pretty good defender. Still needs some work on that department, but his arm right now is rated a 71, and I'm sure it's going to get better from here. He's a switch hitter who hits for okay contact and decent power. 48 contact versus righties, 50 contact versus lefties, with 52 power versus righties and 53 power versus lefties. So I look at him as somebody who could develop into a really solid starter for us with his B potential. And with the ratings where they're at, I could see him becoming a plus power shortstop, which would be really exciting. And we'll just have to see where that goes for him. Here in the 9th inning, clobbering a fastball up and in. That's out to right field. Goodbye. Number 8 on the day, or the season actually, for Adael Amador. He's hit home runs this year every 42 at-bats or so, which puts him right around what you get from Garrett Hampson. But he's only 19 with the ratings where they are right now. It might take a couple years, but he could be our top prospect or one of our top few prospects here in a couple of seasons. I think that he's got so much potential. And that home run must have scared the pitchers here a little bit, as they didn't really attack the strike zone against him later in the 13th. But you know who came through? How about Zach Bean working on an 0 for 5, being sent down this year? It's not been a great season for him, but a great moment for him as the Yard Goats pick up the walk-off victory in the 13th inning. Now we're going to go from a prospect we've talked little about to a prospect we know quite well after the Trevor Story trade. So the plan this year was to have Touki Toussaint pitching in the minor leagues. Spring training didn't go all that well, so I wanted to be patient, and Toussaint has had a very nice season playing at AA and most recently at AAA. He had some bullpen outings here in Albuquerque, and now he's getting some starts again. And overall this season, he has shown a lot better control, which was the #1 issue for him last year when he got that opportunity to join our starting rotation, but we could tell he just wasn't ready. Too many walks, too many long at-bats. Here we have a drive from Matt Thaiss, and that one is getting out. And that is the only home run Touki Toussaint has allowed at AAA in 54 innings. He's actually been an elite home run preventer this year, and that's why his home run per 9 is up 6. He's also pitched 77 2/3 innings at AA this year, where he's also only allowed 1 home run. That's 2 in 131 innings between AA and AAA. So if there was a chance for him to develop and become the starter that we're hoping, this year is the perfect step towards getting there. And next season, I think that he'll be there at spring training. He's still on the 40-man, and we'll see. There's, of course, a chance he makes the active roster, although I don't see there being a great chance of him making the rotation. But if he has a great spring and maybe somebody else struggles, there's definitely a chance. But would I want him in the bullpen over pitching more starting innings in the minor leagues? That I'm just not sure about yet, because I want his ratings to keep getting better. 31 walk per 9 is better than where it was, but still a long way to go. He has at AA this year walked right around 4 batters per 9 innings, but he's also struck out 10. So we are seeing him develop the strikeout stuff better. The control's getting better. You can't ask any more of what he's done this season. Now in this start, he ends up giving up that solo home run, picking up some strikeouts, and really doing a good job through these first 4 innings. This ran his pitch count into the low 70s. I felt like he had the stamina for 1 more, but he was pulled after 4. He only has 68 stamina, and maybe there's some training to get that higher that we could do maybe next year. But if it stays at 68 and 70 is kind of his limit, he does become more of a long relief pitcher to me. And now I haven't really gone through these ever in the series, but this is actually really cool to look at, these pitcher analysis. You can see how many times each pitch was thrown, what batters were actually able to hit, and what worked versus what didn't. In this matchup, I felt like he was around the zone a very good amount, way better than last season. A ton of chases low with the breaking stuff. I thought that was nice. The curveball didn't miss up like it was at times in previous starts, and the splitter was much better. Threw his fastball quite a bit as well. I think the fastest I saw it was 97, which is more than I remember seeing in the past. Now, AAA Albuquerque ends up missing the playoffs by 2 games, but AA Hartford makes it. So we're sending them a little help for the playoff run, as Touki Toussaint is going to go down to AA, and he's going to be bringing Elijah Diori and David Geronimo along with him. A couple more players I'd just like to see and play with more. I want to win the AA championship, okay? The Rockies are a while from competing in the World Series, so if we have a chance to win something, we're going all out. And I would like to go through this playoff run. I think it would be perfect to stream as well, because I believe that it starts out a best-of-5 series, and I'm not sure how many rounds of the playoffs there would be if we're able to go on a nice run. But I wanted to make sure I could cover some of this before we get to the off-season, and didn't want to rush everything before Friday. But the AAA season is obviously over. I have brought up Chichi Gonzalez to the major leagues now, where he's going to be replacing Ryan Castellani and getting some long relief innings. And for the Hartford Yard Goats, they're taking on Binghamton. I know we featured this matchup in an episode recently, and we'll have it here once again. Javi Baez is up to 28 home runs. Not sure he's going to get to 40 like I was hoping earlier in the season, and really his numbers have been almost exactly what he did a year ago. Now, his power versus lefties is up 8, so he's obviously hitting lefties really well this season. And now that I check again, he does have more home runs. Okay, he had 22 a year ago, 28 this year. It does look like a step up, but just one step up, not 2 or 3. Here's a look at some of the pitcher development, and honestly, at the big league level, not much is going up. Most of these players are getting to their later 20s, and they're not developing as much in the case of like Marquez. Chirinos got some nice boosts, but I feel like we have a chance to get to 70 wins this year, which was my goal. We'll see if the Rockies can do that, and soon this season will be complete, and year 3 is around the corner. Thank you all for watching today's episode. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And there's more Rockies on the way, coming soon. Have a great day, everybody.